Shalom, shalom. Right? First and foremost, we give our honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rukakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Shalom to those feel like men that scattered abroad, pushing truth without sincerity. And shalom to the very, very few sincere sisters that's taking heed in these last days. Honor brother Amawan coming to the video load when it's edifying and to the point. All right, so this is a good lesson in Matthew 25, right? And the head title, I got my actual sword in my hand too as well. So the head title says readiness and stewardship, right? And I queued up both of those words, right? Just to get, the foundation on point, and we're going to keep going from there, right? So readiness goes into what? Preparedness, preparation, fitness, ready, at the ready, right? Standby, on standby, prepared, on full alert, right? Because what it is going into, the coming of Yahweh Shai, right? Hamashiach, right? Our salvation, right? So we know with that being said, he left us to what? Pretty much labor, labor until he come, right? Because in a book of, we can grab it right quick. That just like, with the book of, with Noah, it's like with Noah, he had Noah to keep laboring until what? Something came forth, which was that great flood, right? So we give reference to that same thing, man, right? This is the book of Romans 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written for a time were written for a time of learning, and that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope, right? So the thing about it is, what we're going to be having hope, and what we're going to keep doing, we're going to keep laboring, not being sluggish, right? And we're going to keep grinding it out until Yahweh shall come get us, man, right? That's a part of being readiness, we not being distracted of the things of this world, We're being readiness, right? We're being prepared. We're being on alert, right? Like how it states in the book of Isaiah 62. We those watchmen, so we got to be ready. We got to be able to warn the people of what's to come. So you got ready. You had readiness, right? And you also had stewardship, right? So that's that word for stewardship, and I'm gonna go ahead and read into this lesson. Stewardship, right? It's at the job of supervising or taking care of something, such as an organization or property, responsible stewardship of public hands, right? The job of supervising, right? Or taking care of something. What are we taking care of? This truth, bringing down the strongholds, prophesying about what's to come, right? Making sure we wake up the elect, right? That is our job until Yahweh Shai come redeem us out of this place, man. Right? So that being said, you're alert 24/7. How Jake, get better down, double down with it, 25/8. We gonna always be on point, taking care of what? The flock, taking care of the elect, right? Prophesied, going to these lessons, going to the words, sharpen them up for what? This time of that's at hand, right? Because we know that Yahweh Shai is finna soon return, right? According to the prophecies, right? So let's get into it with further ado. All right, and I have some notes on standby as well, so like, if it take me a little second to jump straight to it, right? So this right here is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 1. It says, then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, right? Which took their lamp and went forth to meet the bridegroom, right? So two things, right? You have the 10 virgins, right? And you also have the lamps, right? And you have the 10 virgins also looking like the elect, right? But within that, you had 10 virgins, right? They started out, they had the truth, and when it goes further down into it, 5 kept it, 5 didn't, right? But it says which took their lamps, right? And that lamp represents what? The wisdom and knowledge. It says, and went forth to meet the bridegroom, right? And we know who that bridegroom is. That is Yahweh Shah, right? So let's go to that the book of Revelation, chapter 14, right quick, right? Going to what those 10 virgins. And I'm going to read verses 1 through 4. It says, Revelation 14:1, and I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads, right? Yahweh Shah, and you had what? The 144,000. That was what? The elect. It says, verse 2, and I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps, right? And they sung as it were a new song before the throne. Come on now. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne, and before the 4 beasts and the elders, right? And no man could learn that song but the 144,000, which were deemed from the earth, right? Because, like I said, it's for a certain amount. It's for the elect, to get this truth and sing that song, man. It says, verse 4, these are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins, right? So that represents, he said, the 10 virgins. But we can go deeper into it to show you 5 of them stayed virgins, right? But it says, for they are virgins. They wasn't defiled with women, right? Different philosophies, pretty much being astrayed from Yahweh Shah, right? That is like, you got like a Chinese person, they defiled by Babylon's wine, all the other nations, they're defiled by the wine of Babylon, right? See, the elect is not going to be defiled, man. Right? Matter of fact, let's grab a quick scripture right quick in the book of Matthew 24. I think it's 24. Right? Matthew 24:24. It says, for there shall arise false Christ, right? Meaning anointed, and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, right? If it were possible, shall they deceive the very elect, right? Meaning it won't happen, right? If it were possible, they could see the very elect, right? So meaning it won't happen, right? So that goes to show you that they wasn't defiled by women, they wasn't going, right? Because they was with Yahweh Shah from the start, all it took was for Yahweh Shah to wake the brother up, It says, these are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb, right? Yahweh Shah, whithersoever he goeth, right? Through the hard times and tribulations, right? The scriptures talk about how my sheep hear my voice and they follow me, So when you hear that voice, guess what? You're going to tap in, you're going to dial in, right? No distractions. It says, these were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits, right? The 144,000, that's the elect, unto Yahweh, right? The Most High, and to the Lamb, Yahweh Shah, right? So it's going to show you the true virgins, man, right? So let's go back to that book of Matthew. And like I say, man, Lord willing, this is edifying. I've been hearing about this Matthew 25, just for the last 2 weeks, I've been hearing about it a lot. So, I just want to just tap into it and, like I said, bring it out, bring this light upon whoever needs it. So let's get straight to it again. Verse 2, it says, and 5 of them were wise, right? And 5 were foolish, right? It says, they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them, right? They didn't want to understand it, right? So you got the truth, but you didn't want to dive into it. You don't want to stay focused, stay locked in. You know, so that makes you foolish because now you halfway doing the job. Right? Hell, that is like let us take a step back with Noah. You know, he made sure he put a nail inside every spot where it's supposed to be a nail supposed to be put in that, right? That physical labor, right? Because guess what? If he would have been skipping spots where he supposed to put nails at, hey, that shit would not have been durable for the storm. You know, because Yahweh Shah finna test every man. You know. For you know, inside our storm, we finna have come, you know, face towards us, right? But if Noah didn't have, you know, those nails, you know, boarded up inside all those spots where it's supposed to be, he wouldn't be able to endure the storm that's to come. You know, he would have got taken over by it. Why? Because he wasn't doing the job he wasn't putting the nails inside at the proper spot, man. Right? He wasn't sticking to the blueprint. You know, he started skipping steps. He started slacking off towards the end, right? And here we are, we at the end, man. You know, this is not the time to be losing faith, nor being sluggish, you know. It's like it. Matter of fact, let me grab something right quick. Excuse me, Proverbs. Go to the book of Proverbs right quick. Proverbs 6:23. Right, and I'm going to read through verse 25. It says, "For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instructions are the way of life." Right, we already know reproof is, that's correction, right? But he said, for the commandment is a lamp, right? So, hey, the command, hey, go teach, go out to the highways and hedges and compel my people to come in, you know? Right? Until the Lord kick us off the corners from teaching us, kicking us off the social media platforms, we must continue to push, right? These videos, these lessons, you know? And the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life, right? That's a part of that oil, right? The foolish did not take. Right? So and guess what? They got a lamp. They know what's up. But they can't sustain themselves, man. They don't know what to do with it. You know? They don't know what to do until Yahweh Shah comes, man. They pretty much going back to the saying, you know, they hiding a lamp. They hiding a light up, you know, up under a bed, up under a napkin, so to say. Right? Matthew chapter 5. Right? I got another one. The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 4 and 13. And I'm gonna jump back to the lesson, right? Matthew 25. Come on, man. Right? It says 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 13. "Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation." Right? Exhortation to what? Comforting. To doctrine. "Neglect not the gift that is in thee." Right? You want to stay burning in this spirit, man. You don't want to be sluggish at all, right? Going back to stewardship and readiness, right? If you're ready, that means you always lit. You're always on point. You're ready for this shit to collapse. You're not looking back like Lot's wife, you know? Neglect not the gift, right? Because every brother have a talent, man, right? Don't let your talent go to waste about no bitch. Don't let your talent go to waste about no money. Don't let your talent go to waste about no your kids. Right, man? Fuck the whole world, man. Right? You gotta forsake it all. Right? Hey, the Lord is preparing you to be what? Slocky, man. Satan, man, be chiming in and messing me up, man. But hey, man, like I was saying, hey, the Lord's getting you prepared to be a whole ruler out here, man. You know? So you can't be neglecting the gift that you was received, man. Right? This wisdom and knowledge is not to everybody, man. So hey, that you gotta, take that blessing and run with it, man. Right? Matter of fact, I got a quick precept. I know I gotta go to my actual other sword inside of Ecclesiastes. Because this is a blessing you need to take for, you can't take for granted. Ecclesiastes chapter 6, verse 22, one of my favorites. For wisdom is according to her name, right? And her name is Sophia, man. This wisdom, her name is Sophia. And she is not manifest unto many, right? She is not manifest unto many, man. That's why you need to take it and run with it. Do what the Lord commanded you to do. Prophesy. This is your talent, Brother may not have no type of talent inside this world, but teach. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? So take that and run. Because what are you doing? You're waking up the elect, right? You're doing the Lord's work, right? Let's go back into that First Timothy. I think I'm going to stop at 14. Yeah. But the point was, it said, neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy with the laying on the hands of the presbytery, right? More so like, hey, what the elders, man, we teaching what was taught, right? The elders been teaching you to be ready, right? In that stewardship mindset, you must hold it on out, man, right? We at the time where we seeing folks fall off. Why? Because of what they looking back. They looking back at the thing that they done lost, and they rather go with it, right? Those are going to be considered those 5 foolish, right? Instead of the 5 wise, right? So let me jump back to the book of Matthew chapter 25, right? So verse 4, it says, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. And I got a couple of precepts for that, right? In the book of First Thessalonians, right? Chapter 5, right? Because it said, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. Because they know the times we heading into, man, right? Matter of fact, I'm going to read from 1, right? I'm going to read from 1, and I'm going to just, I'm going to jump. Because 1 is that main thing. One pops it off, man. It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, right? Because what? The brothers the 5 wise is what? They understanding, right? They already know, man, it's time to put on the breastplate, time to put on the headgear, buckling down on the prayers, fasting, going to the highways and hedges and edifying, man. Being on watch. Right? That's why Paul was saying, hey, it's no need that I write unto you, because you already understand what time it is. For yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord is so come as a thief in the night. Right? And so if you're on the foolish side, right, you don't even know what time you done slacked up. You're not even paying attention no more. Not knowing when the Lord is going to come, and bring that Draco's trouble, close the doors of mercy. You're not even paying attention to that no more. But the 5 wise are. We know the day of the Lord is going to come like a thief in the night. It can be caught off guard. Right? It's like it. I'm going to jump to verse 5. It says, not in the lust of conspicuous. See, I'm on the wrong. It's like, I know that look kind of funny. It says, ye are all the children of light. Right? That's the elect. Ye are the children of light. Right? That's the wise. And the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness, right? Because that's the 2/3, man. Right? The five foolish, right? They were starting to fall. They fell off in being a 2/3. Right? Seeing these things coming to pass, right? We seen the what's on the table right now, a WW3, right? The MOTB, martial law. We seen these things on the table, right? It'll be wise of you to what? Hey, keep tapping to your how about Shemi Awashai. Hey, Proverbs 22:3. The prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, right? But the simple, right? That'll be indicating what the foolish. He said the simple pass on and are punished, right? And that punish is not no good reward, right? It says, ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Verse 6. It says, therefore let us not sleep as do others, right? This is not the time to be sluggish, right? Speaking to myself first and foremost, not to be sluggish, right? You in that final stretch, right? Of that is it 400 meter run? It's time to go ahead and thug it on out. Give it all you got. It's not time to be sluggish and fall off. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober, right? Because that's what it's about being right now, right? You seeing how they about to crank up this new pandemic, right? They have the charagma on the table. You got the wars brewing up. You got the nation rising against nation. This is not the time to be drunk in the spirit, right? Verse 7, for they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night, right? They're going to be sluggish. They're going to be stuck, right? They just like how it was in the book of Noah's Ark. In the book of Noah's Ark. They're just like how it was in the book of Matthew 24 going to, Noah's Ark, man. How they were, given in the marriage and not paying attention, right? That represents the whole, the five foolish, Salakia, right? Verse 8, but let us who are of the day, right, of the elect, right, so be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and helmet, the hope of salvation, right? Because we're gonna need the whole armor to get us through these last couple of seconds in this kingdom, man. But you gotta be well aware. You gotta be sober, paying attention to what's going on, understanding that Yahweh Shai is going to come redeem you. But if you're not paying attention, that means you gave up on Yahweh Shai. Verse 9, for Yahweh Shai have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Right? So we know salvation is coming. But it's all about waiting, right? In the book of Matthew, matter of fact, I'll grab that right quick. Matthew chapter 24. In verse 13. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved, right? And that's this truth is all about. It's all about enduring until the end. So you enduring, that means what? You're going through trials and tribulations, right? Excuse me. So I had to check my phone right quick. So like I say, it's all about the trials and tribulations, man. Right? So and that's the main scripture you want to keep it at the front of your head, not at the back of your head, but at the front. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. Right? And those 5 wives was what? Doing the same thing. Enduring until the end, because when Yahweh Shai comes, he wants to find his servants doing what? Doing his will, right? Keeping the faith, going to the highways and hedges until he tell them to come off, not doing a video, 1 video a week, 2 videos a week, going to the highway, skipping, coming to the highways and hedges 1 time a month, 2 times a month. Not feeding the sheep, right? This is all a part of doing the will of Yahweh Shai. This is what he wants to see when he returns. This is the report that you want the angels to take and send it to Yahweh Shai, right? So let's get back to that verse, folks. I had 2 more precepts I want to bring out. It says, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. I had 1 more precept, slacking, right? I really had meant to bring this out in the last one, but it's cool. I'll bring it out now, right? The book of Psalms 23, verse 5, right? It says, thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Matter of fact, let me read out the NLT, man. You prepare a feast for me in the presence of my enemies. You honor me by anointing my head with oil. My cups overflow with blessings, man. Right, and that's beautiful because, hey, that's the man. Hey, we staying down for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Hey, Lord's gonna point us to a feast, an everlasting feast, right? Hey, getting a crown upon our head. You know, that's what the wise. That's what the wise, did with their lamps, man. This is the outcome of what the wise would receive. Repeat that one more time. The book of Matthew 25 and 4. It said, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. So yeah, kind. So let me jump back to the book of Matthew 25. Man, right? Like I said, this is not the time to be, slacking up, man. We all trying to grind and get that crown. Like the I know for sure the elder brother Kazak Yala be saying, get down for your crown, man. And that's what the Lord wants you to do. That's all. The Lord wants you to get down for your crown, man. Right, so it says verse 5. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. Right? They all slumbered and slept. And that's the thing about it is, right? When it comes to the five foolish, right? Before Yahweh, while Yahweh shall tarry, right? Let's get that word tarry. Make sure I got the right word. Yeah. Excuse me. Right? Because it's just like how it was in the book of Habakkuk 2 and 3, right? So it says for tarry, it's go to the Greek word korenzo, right? Which means to linger.
Strong's G 5549. Chronizo.
Right? To linger, delay, tarry. Right? Matter of fact, let's go to the Strong's. It says to take time, and that's the key word. To take time. Right? Like I said, hey, these sayings, that's why I, went back to it, the things written aforetime, written for a time of learning, because, hey, guess what? You had the same type of people, how it was in Egypt, how it was with the time of Noah, and how it is now, right? You had them same spirits wanting to just go back and bullshit, not pay attention. Even though it took time for something to happen, hey, it still came, right? So even though it tarried, it still came, right? Even though Yahweh Shai, right, said while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept, right? Not all, but the 2/3, right? Those 10 foolish. That was foolish as hell, And hey, for brothers and sisters that's falling out right now, this is the worst time, man. Right? How can you go to sleep when things are being shown right now? Famine's popping off. How it states in the book of 2 Ezra chapter 9. I'm trying to make one point. Verse 3. Therefore there shall be seen earthquakes. That's what I want to say. Earthquakes and upwards of the people. And thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the beginning. Slacking. Gotta be ahead of myself. Then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right? So, hey, like I said, we seeing earthquakes. I'm talking about, he's saying diverse places in the book of Matthew 24. They happening rapidly, man. We seeing nation rise against nation. Hey, you'll be foolish as hell to want to turn your back when these prophecies literally, the end is literally in your face. Right? Let me grab a quick precept, man. Right? Because hey, we know 2/3 gonna be destroyed. Why? Because even the ones inside this truth, they lost patience, man. Right? Sirach chapter 2 verse 14. Woe unto you that have lost patience. Right? And what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? Not a thing. right? But get destroyed, right? Because here you have it, we at the end, right? And niggas want to turn around, drop the plow, right? Drop the plow. And he's telling you in the book of 1 Corinthians 9, woe unto you if I preach not the gospel. Let's grab that right quick. Right? You setting yourself up. 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, nor necessity is laid upon me. Yeah, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel. Right? And I'm talking about not just saying you're an Israelite. No, the 100% truth, right? Really need to be teaching the doctrine of Great Millstone, right? That's where it's at. That's where the doctrine relies. That's what 100% truth relies at, man. You know, tell them about the MOTB. Tell them about Jacob's trouble. You know, tell them about the chariots. Tell them about the WW3 that's coming forth. You know, but it says, 16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yeah, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel, right? And that's just the main point. Woe, destruction, if you're preaching not the gospel. You know, you taking your hands off the plow, right? So, let me, I had another preacher in the book of Habakkuk. I start from 1, Habakkuk 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision. Right? Because Yahweh shall return is a prophecy as well. Right? That vision going to prophecy as well. Right? Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Right? And that's what you want to do. Right? Hearing how the Lord coming back to pretty much just, smite, that should be enough to make you want to run towards his covering, right? Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, right? So that lines up with how it was in the book of Matthew 25, verse 5, right? He said, while the bridegroom tarried, while he delayed himself, it was bound to happen. So, whether you feel as if it's taking forever or not, you still want to stay ready, right? Go back into that word, readiness and stewardship, right? You still want to be on call. You still want to be handling your business. He may be delaying, but that's more time for me to be getting myself dialed more in. You feel me? Right? Getting more armor upon you for yourself. So let's go back to the Matthew chapter 25 and 6. Yeah. Matthew 25 and 6. It says, and at midnight there was a cry made, right? Because we come to the time where that the doors of mercy, right? It's gonna close. It's gonna work. Right now we have date. Right now it's time to work. It says it's plenty of labor. It's plenty of labor, but the workers are few. Roughly paraphrasing, But right now we in that daytime. We in that time of work, And it's almost get to that time period where we won't be able to work. We see how things are headed. They're ready to get us prophets off the streets, right? So verse 6 again, it says, in that midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh. Right? Jacob's trouble done popped off. We already know. Boom. The doors of mercy didn't close. It ain't no more works you can do. Yahweh shall on the way. It says, go ye out to meet him. Right? It says, go ye out to meet him. And let me get that inside the NLT. It said, at midnight they were aroused by the shout, look, the bridegroom is coming. Come out and meet him. Right? And they not going to be ready. They was bullshitting around. they going to be shook, man. You know, they're going to be shook. They wasn't paying attention, right? Look at the book of John 9 and 4 right quick. John chapter 9 verse 4. I must work the works of him that sent me. Right? Yahweh sent Yahweh Shai. And we're doing the same thing. I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. Right? We know that's gonna be what? Jacob's trouble. Let's grab the book of Amos chapter 8. We know we come to the time period where we won't be able to work no more. Right? It'll be done. It'll be over with. This ministry will be wrapped up. This Amos chapter 8 verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. Right? And we know if you not we know we have first off we have a actual famine, you know, a food famine. And we also know we're going to have a famine of hearing the words of Yahweh through his servants, the prophets, right? The book of Amos chapter 3 verse 7. Right? So, at that time period we're going to be headed into, we come to a time period where the work won't be working no more, right? The internet going to be down. They deleting the pages. Right, social media gonna be, done away with. They not gonna have none of our pages up there no more until you can get no information. Verse 12 it says, "And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it." Right, because we told you a time of darkness is gonna come. Right, this is the time of the day right now to get it while you can. Right, while the unicorn is up. Right, known as the internet. Because a time of darkness is coming to where you can't get it. Right? So, that is a part of, the ones. Let me get back to the Matthew 25 real quick. So, like I said back in Matthew 25 and 6, and at midnight there was a cry made, "Behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him." Right? So like I said, that's going back to that that readiness, being on call. Right? So guess what? Yahweh shall come right now. We'll be ready. We wasn't bullshitting, wasn't lacking. We was on call, man. Doing what we was supposed to be doing until he came. Right? And matter of fact, I want to relate this to the book of Matthew 24. And we're going to start from 36. We're going to read it all the way down to 51. Right? I mean, hey, nothing wrong with having a lengthy lesson. Excuse me. Slacking. Okay. Trying to multitask a little bit. All right, so Matthew 24, verse 36. "But of the day and the hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only." Even with just verse 36 itself, this is why you would want to be on point, right, on call. Why? Because you don't even know when Yahweh Shai is coming. Yahweh Shai himself don't even know, right? So therefore, you want to be on point. He can come in the next 30 minutes. Guess what? I was ready. I was on point. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't bullshitting, wasn't denouncing the name, wasn't denouncing the prophecies. He was on point, dropping videos, Howards and Hedges, right? You want to be on point. You want to be on call, man. Right? So, it says, verse 37, "But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be." Right? For as in the days For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, right? So you really, in this modern time, you really compare the men of the Lord, that right, the five versions, you can compare them to being Noah, because he was still plowing, right? No, hey, the Lord gave him that vision, told him what's to come, and guess what? He kept working, so what? He wasn't able to be destroyed, as he tried to help to warn others, the five foolish, right, in this day of time, right, the 2/3. Hey, they heard it, but they didn't want to consider it. They thought the Lord was bullshit. They thought he was delaying, right? That's why he said in the book of it's like not book, but verse 3. Verse 5. He said the bridegroom tarried. So guess what? Hey, they wasn't. They slacked up. Right? They thought the Lord was gonna take forever. Wasn't paying attention. So guess what they said? For as in the days of Noah, for as in the days that before the flood, slacking. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving into marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, right? When shit got real. When they felt that first raindrop hit their forehead, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Right? Bullshitting around it. Hey, guess what? Martial law done came in. Jacob's trouble done popped off. Right? And guess what? You got half your damn armor on. You only got just a shin pads on. You ain't got your breastplate on. You ain't got your elbow on. You ain't got your elbow pads. You ain't got your helmet on. You fucked up out here, man. Right? Verse 40. Slacking. Damn. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left. 2 women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. Right? Going back to that word readiness in the book of Matthew chapter 25. You being alert. When you being alert, that means you ready to board that damn flight. Board that chariot. It says, watch, therefore, for you know not what hour your Lord doth come, right? So therefore, that means we're laboring and we looking up. We laboring and looking up. We're not being stagnant. We're not being sober. Drunken in the spirit and not paying attention. Verse 43. But know this: if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up, right? You be on point, right? If you had oil in your lamp, you would be paying attention, right? Not bullshitting around, teaching different breakdowns, want to be in a club 24/7, not paying attention, man. It says, but know this, that if the good man of the house had known and what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore, be ye also ready. For in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh, right? Because the 5 virgins, they had their oils ready, trimmed and ready. They was balancing themselves throughout this whole thing, man. They came in this truth, knowing it's like longevity. That is like, I used to be a former welder. It's not about as soon as you start, you're finna be making buku money. It's longevity. The more time you put in, right? It's on the back end. It's later on in it. It's gonna take a little while to get there, but it's gonna get there, right? Same thing with Yahweh Shai. It's taking him a minute to get here, but we know he's coming. Right? Therefore, be ye also ready. Right? For in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Right? Because a lot of Hey, that's why a lot of people fall out, because they think he's not coming. But the whole time, the indicators are right in our face. You know, the storms, the deaths, right? The prophecies, you know, those the indicators. Hey, he said, measure that a time diligently within itself, right? Verse 45, when then is a faithful, man, it's heavy. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord have made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season. Right? That's going to be the 5 versions. It says, blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Right? Because guess what? He was on call. He was ready to get beamed up when the Lord came. He was doing the works. No gaps. Right? Instant in season and out of season. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But if that evil servant, right, going to those, 25, Matthew 25, the 5 foolish, it says, and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him that his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. That's just like in the book of Ezekiel chapter 12, how he was talking about, like, hey, the Lord gonna make that proverb come to cease. He gonna make that work. He gonna make a work in your days, because you have a lot of those type of Israelites right now, ones that's in the know of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, right? They bullshitting around. They putting Yahweh Hashem Yahushua on the back burner. They're not doing videos, not even going to the houses and hedges, not studying, not praying, delaying the Lord. Pretty much they thinking Yahweh ain't finna come no time soon. Those gonna be the same ones. This is how it was with Noah, man. They gonna be trying to get ready when all hell breaking loose. It don't work like that, man. That's why he says it's gonna be gnashing of teeth. Man, let's jump back to the book of Matthew chapter 25 and 7. It says, then all those virgins, matter of fact, I'm reading from 6 again. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. Right? And the funny thing about it is, why you think the virgin would give you some of my oil, right? I'm out here doing the works, I'm laboring, and you out here bullshitting, you're not doing no videos, you're not studying, you're not fellowship with no brothers, you're not even trying to build yourself up in the spirit of Yahweh Shah. You're not even trying to be ready, right? Why should I give you some of my oil? Go get your own oil, right? You was bullshitting, right? Let's got a quick precept. This is the book of Proverbs, right? Because the Lord gave you some. The Lord gave you, he started all of us out with some oil, right? Now what you did with it, that was upon you, right? 21, excuse me, and 20. This Proverbs 21 and 20. There is a treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise, right? The wise. But a foolish man spendeth it up, right? Just hey, that's like, you running with a jug of water, right? And you running with the top open, man. This shit just spilling all over the place, man. Right? Not even being aware of what you're doing, man. You're burning all your oil, man. Right? Damn. And like you said, teaching these false doctrines, right? Man, just going off in the spirit, man. Hey, Now time that came, shit done got real. Now you need some oil in your lamp. Now you're looking toward you know, the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Now you're looking for some lamp. I remember the elder Tahar was saying like how in the end, you know, the dude Nate from IUIC was gonna try to come back around with was not truth and understanding. Right? He burnt all his oil up. You know, but in the end he was saying that he was, you know, gonna try to come back around. Right? But let's keep going. Verse 9, it says, but the wise answer saying, not so, lest there be enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves, right? Go do it for yourself. Go find it yourself, man. Right? This was not truth and understanding was here for this whole time, right? And you want to reject it, right? When the reproof was going out, you wasn't looking at it. You wasn't trying to take the correction, you know? So find it on your own. Right? We pretty much washed the blood off our hands, right? Revelation 22:11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. Right? Just the case in point. Let that man stay over there. Right? You thought the shit was a game. You pulled back at the last second, man. Right? That is like, you know how a lot of jakes, they like the crypto market. Right? You pulled out right before it popped off. With jokes on you, buddy. Right? I got another quick precept in the book of Luke, right quick. Luke 12. Hey, I started 34. I ain't even had 34 on lock. It said, for your treasure is, there will your for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Hey, that's just like I was in the book of Matthew, chapter 6:19 on down. You know, verse 21, a point for that verse. For your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Right, going back to the Greek word la'ab, right, your mind. The Hebrew word, la'ab, meaning your mind. Right, because your mind should be set on what the Yahushua come to redeem you, man. Right, the kingdom. You know, verse 35. Let your loins be girded about, and let your lights burn, and your lights burning. Right, you should be burning for this truth. Not dimming your light out, man. Right. Excuse me. It says, and yourselves like unto men that wait for the Lord, when he will return from the wedding. Right, because that's what we're waiting for. Right, we're the brides, man. Right, and we're waiting for we're the bridegroom. Right. And we waiting for Yahushua, the bridesman. I think I'm probably saying it backwards, slacking. But we waiting for Yahushua. Right? It says that when he cometh and knocketh, they may open unto him immediately. Right? Because guess what? They're waiting for Yahushua, to open up that door, man. The five foolish, they're not. They're not looking for the coming no more. They turned around. Right? Verse 37. Blessed are those servants whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching. Verily I say unto you, that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them. Hey, put them crowns upon those men's head, man. Right? He said, blessed are those servants, right? Those 5 virgins, man. They was waiting. They were doing the works until the Lord Yahushua came. Right? Verse 38, and he shall come in the second watch, right? Or come in the third watch, and find them so. Blessed are those servants, right? It don't matter when the Lord came. He knew that those servants were standing on business the whole time. They were steady working. They were steady laboring until this place collapsed. Right? Let's get back to the book of Matthew chapter 25, verse 10. It says, "And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and that they were ready, went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut," right? Because we elect, hopefully elect, Lord willing, I'm part of that remnant, women Yahweh Shah, right? We're ready to go. We're ready to get beaten up inside that major fathership, man. Verse 11. "Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us." Hey, what that sound like though? That's like the what? The virgin. That's like the people that was with Noah's Ark in the time of Noah's Ark. You know, when Noah got on that ark, and that water get coming down from the seas above, and don't forget to beat on that goddamn boat, man. And Noah let us in. Right? This is the same thing. That's why he says no new thing under the sun. Verse 12, it says, "But he answered and said, Verily, I say unto you, I know you not." Right? Right? Hey, why should I take you serious now? You know, you was bullshitting. Right? Now it done got real. Now, like he said, you know, even though I tarried, right, I was still going to come. You know? So now that I'm here, what's the excuse? You're supposed to still keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. Not bullshitting around, not being slumber and sluggish. Right? This is the book of Luke 19 and 13. "And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them," right? Just to hear the point, "Occupy," right? "Occupy till I come," right? Let's get that word for occupy. Because he gave them talents. I know I can't say this word, but hey, I'm gonna let it say it though.
Strong's G 4231.
Pragmatuomai. Okay. To carry on a business, right? And what he say? I'm about my father's business. That's what Yahweh Shai said. I'm about my father's business. Right? To be occupied in anything. To carry on the business of a banker or a trader. To busy oneself with it. And that's what the thing about it is. We're supposed to be busy 24/7. Right? What the five foolish, right? They was taking time off. They wasn't busy. No, they found time to say they wasn't busy. So when Yahweh Shai had to, you know, when Yahweh Shai finally, you know, came in, you know, they didn't, you know, they slacking. How can I say? When shit finally got real, right? You know, when shit got real, Yahweh Shai finally came and he wanted them talents, the pounds that he done loaned out. Hey, the five fools ain't got nothing to give, but what they had, you know, got for the first time. They ain't never doubled up. Right? Let's go back to the book of Matthew 25. You know, like I said, I'm trying to get through this whole thing. Like I said, Lord, when this is edifying, I think it starts at what? Verse 30, 31? Stop at verse 30. So I ain't got too much longer to go. So yeah. So come on. So verse 14. "For the kingdom," right? "For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling to a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods." Let's get it. "And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey." So when you look at it, every brother have his own lot. You know, some brothers is on a different level than other brothers. But what you should always know, you will never crash by staying inside your own lane, right? So it's meant for you to have 2 talents. It's meant for this other brother to have 5. It's meant for this one brother to have 1. But guess what? You need to be what? Exceeding inside your lane. Exceeding with your one talent, your 2 talents, your 5 talents, whatever talent the Lord gave you, you should be one of pushing it to the best of your ability. Because the Lord wants, when he comes back, he wants that and the profit that you have, accumulated over the time. Right? So, verse 16, it says, then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same and made them other 5 talents, right? He's doubling up, right? And we all come from the world, so we already know how it is when you double up. When you getting something, you gotta double up, right? You get fronted and you doubling up. We know how it go, man. Right? Hey, but even with this truth, you come in, you get in this truth, you understand you understand the scriptures, and you keep learning more, and you doubling. Now you know who you are. After that, now you go to the highways and hedges. Now you doing videos, you showing your talents, man. Verse 17. And likewise, he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. Why? Because he was fulfilling his lot. He was doing what he was supposed to do. He wasn't hiding it. Verse 18. But he that had received 1 went and did in the earth and hid his Lord's money. Right? And that's selfish. Right? Because the Lord said, hey, that is like when the 12 went out to go teach. He said, go to the highways and hedges and compel my people to come in. What you thought it was giving them? What you thought Paul was going out to give them? Right? He was showing his talent. He wasn't hiding his talent. And the Lord gave him some work, and that was the least he could do, was going by what? To go double it up. To go teach. So you don't hide it. Here you have it. You don't even know who the elect could be. You don't know who the elect can be. But if you don't teach that person, how can that person come out of that darkness that they in? You can't hide your talent. You can't just watch a man crash out knowing you the voice box to make that man stop doing what he doing. Verse 18. But he that had received 1 went and did in the earth and hid his Lord's money, knowing that Yahweh Shai is finna come back. And look for that, man. Matter of fact, that is like you're not even warning the man. It's the book of Ezekiel 33. I'm going to read from 1 all the way down to 4. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, that's what we are, real watchmen. If when he see the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. So just quickly, right? Us men of the Lord, right? Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, so-called, right? The Israelites. We are to what? Blow the trumpet and warn the people. Get them ready for Yahweh Shai's coming. Right? Follow the commandments to the best of your ability. Understand the prophecies that's going on. Laboring. Right? Until Yahweh Shai comes. Right? But our job is to warn the people. That's our job. Verse 3. It says, if when he see the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. Then whosoever hear the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood should be upon his own head. Right? So that's the thing about it. So he already said, he letting you know you hiding the Lord's money, and that blood will be upon your own head. Why? Because you was able to what? Help a man, and you didn't do it. You was holding back your talent. The fuck you need to? Why you got the talent? You ain't gonna do nothing with it. Show these people what you show them. Show these people that the Lord had blessed you to what? Hey, help them out. Cause right now, when you look at it, you holding medicine, man. You're holding valuable medicine, and you can cure somebody. Get them out of that darkness, man. You know, and brothers, sisters come from all walks of life. But how did they get cured? How did they come back to you? How about you? They threw that good medicine from another brother's talent, man. You know? So that blood will be upon your own head because why you was holding back? Right? In the book of Matthew 25, back in 19, it says, after a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with him. It says, and so he that had received 5 talents, came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. Right? It's like, So, read that back one more time. Verse 20, it says, and so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. And that's beautiful, right? That's like, you know, with your job, you know, in this type of time, you know, they your job matching you on your 401k. You put in this, they gonna match it. You know, you can't beat that, man. You know, that's beneficial for you. Verse 21, and so like it says, his Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Right? Come on, man. All of this that we go through, we want to hear, well done, thou faithful servant. Right? Did no man have to tell you to stop doing the works, to keep doing the works? So like it didn't no man have to tell you to keep doing the works. You knew what time it was, man. Right? We know that we in 4th quarter when you look around. You know? You keep flipping until the Lord, says, where my money at? You know? Verse 22. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. Right? Now I got 4. Here you go, Lord. You know? We just doing what the Lord require of us. Hey, here go 2 talents. What are you going to do with it? Right? These men come back with 2 more. Right? That's wise. That's being wise. That's not hiding the Lord's money. Matter of fact, let me grab that right quick in the book of Matthew chapter 5. I think it's verse 11. No. Let me find it right quick. I think it's 15 probably. 14. Verse 14, it says, ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Right? And like one of the elder brothers going into, man. Right? If you're a light, you don't put yourself under no goddamn table. It can't shine. You know, but if you put that light, right? Let's say if you inside your house and you put that light on the ceiling, you'll be able to see all the light. You know, you'll be able to see what's all inside the house. You'll be able to see the walls, the floor, the dishwasher, you know what I'm saying, the room, whatever the case may be, right? You'll be able to see it. They'll be able to see you, man, right? But you can't be out here, you got the light, but you don't want to show nobody you got the light. What's the purpose of you having it? You might as well be dumb. You might as well don't have it, right? And this shows the difference between the 5 foolish and the 5 virgins, man. The 5 virgins gonna let you know that they the virgin, they ain't the 5. They gonna stand on business. They're not worrying about what's now. They're worrying about what's to come. And they're not gonna be focused on what's now. They focus on what's to come. The mindset, right? That's what it boils down to, mindset. Matter of fact, let's see if I can define that word right quick. Right. It's an established set of attitudes of a person or group concerning culture, values, philosophy, frame of reference, outlook, or disposition. A series of self-perceptions or beliefs people hold about themselves. Right? And what we holding about ourselves? Hey, how about Shema Rashab? We know he from deliver us. He told us to stay down. Right? And then everything we already know is all about staying down to the come up. You know? That is like, you staying down. Like, for a female, she's trying to get her little salon. So she working out the apartment. If I in Atlanta, a lot of females like to, cook. Hey, they cooking out the apartment till they get their own little business, till they get their own little, to their own little studio. And you staying down for the come up. Hey, with us, what we doing? We staying down for the come up. We not delaying nothing. We working every day. Cause we know it's gonna pay off, right? Like the quote says, hard work pays off. Right? The affliction is worth the reward. We grinding in every season, but we know the reward is coming. Matter of fact, let me grab another quick scripture right quick, and I'm going to go back to the book of Matthew, chapter 25. Right? It's Romans 8, verse verse 17. And if children, then heirs of Hamashiach, right, the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. Right? For I reckon that the sufferings of the present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So it's just the point, man. The thing that we go through, it's only temporarily. But we're gonna stay down. We're gonna be going through it, teaching, studying, uplifting brothers. We doing the works all the way around the corners. Until the Yahweh shall come redeem us, man. Right? Because we already know the glory that's to come, man. We know a good piece of it, right? Let's go back to the book of Matthew 25. And we almost done. The water for bearing with me. Hopefully this video actually saved to the phone, man. Verse 23, he says, his Lord, right, red letter, represent Yahweh Shah. His Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring out one scripture. Matter of fact, Matthew 19. Because what we do, we've forsaken everything. We've forsaken all of this bullshit, man. Right? The jobs, the kids, the women, right, man, the house. Man, we've forsaken all of this stuff, man, because we know what's to come. Right? $28 is the point, really. And Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Right? Because what? Those 12 represent the 5 virgins. They were doing what? They was following Yahushua, understanding that what? You're going to have to go through hard times, but still push. That's what Yahushua did. He was the example. He was the what? He said, I'm the author, right? The Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, right? And he was that prime example, of what happens when you keep pushing, right? And keep pushing. You can get that glory, right? So we days away from that, man. Akim, don't be like the 5 foolish. Please don't. Right? And everyone that have forsaken houses or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. Hey, Job, he kept pushing. And guess what? He lost everything, man. And that's what it takes. As long as you don't lose your mind, you keep pushing. And guess what? You're going to receive 100-fold. That's a reward. That's a part of that. Well done, my faithful servant. You can't beat those words, man. You can't. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. And that's one of my favorite scriptures. Right, so let's go back to the book of Matthew 25. Let me see what I'm at. 24. It says, then which have received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art in a hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathered where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and I went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast, that is thine. Right? So evidently he wasn't afraid of the Lord that much to where he went to go hide the work. If you fear the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, guess what you're going to do? You're going to do what he commanded you to do. That was a part of what he said earlier. When I brought up, that's a commandment, man. Teach. Be occupied in prophecy till I come. Right? Luke 19:13. Be occupied till I come. But that's what that one servant didn't do. And guess what? It's going to cost him, man. Now he can be considered what, a 2/3, right? The 5 foolish, right? They consider a 2/3. Verse 25. And I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. And lo, there thou hast, that is thine. Verse 26. It says, his Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant, right? Thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gathered where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I shall receive my own with usury. Slacking. Right? And that's just the point. Slacking. Hit that inside the NLT, right? Verse 27. Why didn't you deposit my money in the bank? At least I could have gotten some interest on it. Right? Because that's what the Lord wants, man. Right? You got to get that man. You got to give the Lord his money back, man. And you got to give his money back. And he want interest on it, man. That's just anything, man. You can't ask for no loan and think they're not going to ask for no interest. Right? The Lord, hey, matter of fact, you look at it like this. Hey, you signed up for this truth. You put your hands on the plow. The Lord gave you some money, so he want interest with it when he comes back. And you have to have something for him when he comes back, man. Straight up. Right. Verse 27. No, 28. I'm almost done. Got 3 more scriptures. Verses. It says, take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which have 10 talents. Right, man? Cause that, guess what? It used bullshit. So Lord, guess what? He gonna make another man make another man's day even more brighter. He already done flipped 5. Now he got 10. He took a little bit that you had, and he blessed it with another man. Now he got 10. Cause you bullshitting, man. Got all this talent, but you bullshitting. Come on, man. You have 4th and inches on the football field, and you bullshitting. You right? You trying to win the game and you bullshitting. Verse 29. For unto everyone that have shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But for him that have not shall be taken away even that which he have. Ooh. Come on, man. You was better off at not picking up the plow. You was better off at not even knowing the mysteries of the Lord, man. Because now the Lord finna do you dirty. right? And for you to know the secrets, the mysteries of this kingdom, right? It's better for you to not even know, because now look to do you even worse than the 2/3. Right? Verse 30, and that's it. It says, and cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. What we're seeing right now, we've seen a lot of men inside the Israelite community fall off. Why? Because they look good on camera, but behind doors, what are they doing? And they bullshitting around. The videos start slacking up. Hey, things start seeping through, man. Things gonna come to the light. All right? So that was it, man. Hey, the water, just for even staying this long and watching, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and to the point. Hey, man, the title of this video will be, what are you doing with your oil? I know I should said it inside the beginning, but hey, what are you doing with your oil? Lord willing, you're making it you're making it beneficial. You're making it everlasting. And you flipping these talents. You flipping the Lord's money. Right. So I'm gonna close out. Give out honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh, Shabbat, Shem, Krakadash. Like I said, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Shalom.